I found a way to set something up once and then keep getting paid for it month after month. This isn't some trend chasing side hustle. This is the same business model that hundreds of others are quietly using to see amazing results, and it's the same one that I personally use to profit daily online while working from home. And look, I know what it feels like to be overworked and to try different online ideas that never go anywhere and to keep searching for something real. That's why I am not here to sell you a course or any high ticket coaching program. In fact, I have no courses for sale. All I ask is if you find this video helpful, just like it, share it with a friend, and then comment below saying that you've done it. And when you do that, I'm gonna send you a private link to get access to my full step-by-step course, all the scripts and templates that you need to set this up for yourself, all for 100% free. This is literally a set it and forget it system. I built it out once, it runs on autopilot, and businesses keep paying me for it every month. So stick with me, I'm gonna walk you through the entire thing, exactly how it works, and then you're also gonna get the full setup for free at the end. See, the problem is most people don't realize it yet, but the world has moved forward. We've got AI, we've got automation, we've got all this stuff going on, and all these simple tools that can run a lot of business in the background. But most local businesses, they are still stuck in 2014. They most likely get pitched by a bunch of marketing agencies every week, but nothing actually gets implemented. They're not leveling up in any way. It's not because they are lazy, it's because they genuinely don't have the time to sit down and figure all of this stuff out. They are busy running their business, serving customers, handling their staff, booking their jobs, and actually fulfilling what they are good at. So they miss opportunities, and because of that, they are losing out on a bunch of customers, and then they slowly fall behind their competitors. And that gap between how things should work and where they're stuck is where this system comes in. So essentially what we're going to be doing is working with local business owners. So think of your roofers, your electricians, contractors, chiropractors, dentists, pretty much any local business to you. We're going to be working with them, and we're going to be setting them up with this simple done for you AI automation software. Essentially, we're going to be giving these guys a simple plug and play backend system that runs quietly in the background. It's going to save them time, it's going to bring them more customers, and ultimately they're going to look more professional. And because it's set up once and it runs on autopilot, they're going to be paying you anywhere between $97 to $397 per month for this. And look, you're not building software from scratch because all of this stuff is already pre-built. It's already made for you. You're just plugging it all in and you're going to get paid to keep it running. So look, here I am on Google Maps. I've just typed in plumbers in Leeds, but you can do whatever industry in whatever area. It doesn't really matter. Now, if I actually show you, so this business right here, this is a sponsored one. So that means they are actually paying Google to be at the top of the list. But what do you notice about these three businesses right here? They've all got their phone number. They've also all got a website because there's a little button for website, right? But if I actually scroll down, there's going to be businesses. This is a perfect example. Literally look at this. There's going to be businesses that do not have websites. So you see this one, Northern Plumbing, they don't have a website. They've also got low reviews compared to the ones above it. If I actually scroll down again, there's going to most likely be more businesses on this list. Again, no website, only 10 reviews. They are struggling with their reviews. And these are the sort of businesses you want to be working with. That is usually a sign that they are struggling with their online side of things. All of the companies and agencies are most likely bombarding all of these types of businesses, trying to sell them on marketing services and SEO and all of that stuff. But what this allows us to do is come in and show them a solution. We can be different from everyone else because no one has this sort of stuff. So the first feature I want to show you is called miscalled text back. So let's say it is late at night and you urgently need a plumber. Maybe you've got a leak in your house. It's very urgent. You just need someone to come in and sort it all out. What are you going to do? You're going to come over onto Google. You're going to most likely type in plumbers near me or plumbers in my area. And you're going to call this first business right here. You're going to call them. Now, what happens if they don't answer? Because it's late, you're not going to be waiting around. You're going to call the next business and the next business until eventually someone does answer, right? Now, what does that mean to this first business that you called? They've just lost a customer because they didn't answer their phone. Maybe they were sleeping. Maybe they were with a different customer. Maybe they didn't have the time to pull out their phone and answer that call. They've just lost money. So the solution is, and this literally takes a few clicks to set up. All you have to do is head over onto this simple software. Again, all of this stuff is made for you. It's already coded for you, and I walk you through the entire thing in my free step-by-step course. All you're going to do is head over to the software. You're going to click on where it says settings. You're going to click on phone numbers. You're going to head over onto additional settings, voicemail and missed call text back. And then all you're going to do is make sure that this enabled missed call text back is checked on. And you can customize this message however you want it to be. So now what's going to happen is, if you were to call this business Alternative Drainage Co., and if they didn't answer the phone, instead of the customer moving over, or well, you in this example, instead of you moving over to the next business, the system's going to automatically send a text back saying, hi, this is name of the business. I saw that we just missed your call. How can I help? And that is going to be saving them so much customers. If you were to set them up with this missed call text back feature for $200 a month, if you were to save them even one customer, they've made it back already. It's going to be paying for itself. That customer, it isn't going to be lost anymore. They're going to be seeing results within their first week of using this. Now, the next thing I want to show you is actually related to websites. So you see again, right, this business right here doesn't have a website. This is a perfect opportunity for you to come in and show them something. Instead of being like everyone else and calling these businesses up and saying, hi, we are a website development agency. We can make you websites for this price, blah, blah, blah. Instead of doing that, we're going to flip the script on them. So again, all we're going to do is head over onto this software. We're going to go over onto where it says sites. We're going to click on websites. We're going to click on new website. And for this example, I'm going to choose from templates. I always use the templates. I'm not a website designer, but you can start from blank if you want to. So from templates, click on continue. And in this example, I did plumbers, right? So I'm just going to type in plumber. And as you can see, there are 10 templates that we can choose from. So find one that you like. So I quite like this one over here. I'm going to click on choose template. And what's going to happen is it's going to download that website template inside of the account. So now, as you can see in front of me, we've got a full website. Someone else made this. It's already designed. It's already built out for you. And we can change this however you want. You'll obviously change the logos, but you can change this text, for example, to whatever you want. If you want to change the color, maybe for example, of this button, you just click on it. You can go down to the color and you can change this basically however you want it to be. Now, instead of us just approaching this business and saying, hi, we're a website development agency, blah, blah, blah. What we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, I've made you a website demo. Do you want to see? And of course, they're going to say yes, because who wouldn't even want to see a free website? And what you're going to do is you're going to meet with them over Zoom or Google Meets. You're going to show them this website. You're going to explain to them, look, this is going to help you get more customers. Look, there's a button right here. There's a call to action right here. It says get a quote. It's going to be getting you more customers, more money, and you're going to be able to charge them $200 to $300 a month for this website. I know website designers, myself included, who have sold websites for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. But instead of us charging a big one-time fee, we're going to be putting them on a monthly, because that is going to allow us to get more money, but then they're also going to be getting a better service. So see, like this literally took me a couple minutes to set up. I didn't have to code anything. It's all drag and drop. And the final feature I want to show you is called reputation management. By the way, there are so many other features to this software, but I'm only showing you 3 of the main ones. But if you join the step-by-step course, I'm going to give you a full breakdown on all of the features for free, by the way. Okay, really quickly, if you want everything pre-built, listen up. I'm talking fully ready-made websites that are already designed for you, the exact client bidding scripts that I use, the entire backend, all the automations built out for you, follow-ups, onboarding, already built, already tested, and already proven. You can import it all into your account in one click and you will be ready to go. This setup isn't just working for me. It's working for students who have never coded before, never sold before, and they still landed clients. And I have partnered up directly with GoHighlevel to offer you a completely free extended 30-day trial to the software instead of the normal 14 days. There are no contracts, there is no risk, and you can cancel at any time. Just go to winwithsaas.com or click the first link in the description and I will walk you through everything
step by step. How to launch, how to get your first client, and turn this into a real monthly income. The system is built. All that is left is you.
So the way it works is on Google is the more positive reviews you have, you're going to be ranking higher up on the list. But it also depends on how recent the positive reviews came in. So if you see this business, they've only got 3 reviews. This one right here has 59. This one has got way more reviews in general, but these 3 reviews are most likely more recent. So Google's going to bump them up higher. So what we can do is again, on this software, if we just head over to where it says reputation, and if you go over onto where it says requests, we're going to be able to send review requests. So we can set it up for every time they finish a job. So let's say this business, this one right here, S&J Plumbing, they finish a customer, we can have an automation. So as soon as that job is done, the customer is going to get an email or a text saying, hey, look, leave us a review. And they're going to be getting a bunch more positive reviews, which is going to be ranking them higher up on this list, which means more eyeballs are going to be on this business. More people are going to be choosing them because they're at the top of the list. And another really good thing about this is the reviews AI. So the way this works is, and this is all part of this software, by the way, as soon as someone leaves a positive review, the AI is going to reply to that review saying, thank you for your review, blah, blah, blah. It's going to reply to that positive review. And not only is this going to show that the business is active to Google, because Google rewards businesses that are active, it's going to also make that customer feel more appreciated, which is going to improve the chances of them coming back again. And to turn that on, all you have to do is head over to settings, go to reviews AI, and then just make sure that auto responses are turned on. Literally a couple of clicks. So here's the bottom line. Businesses are stuck running on outdated systems, and you can be the one to fix that and get paid for it every single month. You don't need tech skills. You don't need to build out any software. You just plug it in and it runs quietly in the background for them. And if you're ready to try this out yourself, just like this video, share it with a friend, and comment below saying that you've done it. And I'll send over everything that you need to get started today.